We are in Toa Alta, Puerto Rico, visiting the Discípulos de Cristo Church, which sustained damage as a result of Hurricane Maria in 2017. So far, this is just one of the more than 500 houses of worship projects on the island that received FEMA funds to rebuild after the storm. Today, many families from this town are able to enjoy the repaired facility. Let's take a look at some of the key factors that houses of worship like the Discípulos de Cristo Church need to keep in mind when requesting assistance under FEMA's Public Assistance Program. Houses of worship are considered private nonprofit organizations, and in case of a major disaster declaration, they may be eligible to request funds to repair and rebuild damage sustained as a result of the event. Eligible costs may include funding to carry out permanent repairs and the replacement of damaged structures. Likewise, assistance may be available to help replace damaged contents that are necessary to the operation of the facility. Emergency protective measures to prevent further damage to the facility may also be eligible, like mold remediation, sandbagging around your buildings, and temporary roof repair to your facility. Let's learn more about the steps that you must follow to submit your application for public assistance. The first step to apply is to attend the state applicant briefing and open a grants portal account to submit the request for public assistance application, known as an RPA. Applicants' briefings provide potential applicants with basic information to assist them in their efforts to understand the requirements associated with applying for public assistance under a presidential declaration. Also, you will receive contact information from your local emergency management support staff.
Comenzamos el proceso siguiendo las indicaciones del nivel central que a mi entender pues usaron una metodología excelente para poder usar esos fondos. Se logró hacer la reparación, gracias al Señor ya se terminó toda la obra.
One of our recommendations for any other house of worship as the program called is to have people with administrative skill, especially with experience on administrative money for any agency.
Information on when and where the applicant's briefing will take place will be announced by your local emergency management agency.
We found out that we could get the funds, so we started with the application and submitting all the documentation to qualify the church in Puerto Rico as an entity, because the main church represents all the churches. So there's only one corporation, so that corporation was the one that need to put together the application.
Remember to submit your required documentation. This includes the IRS 501c3 letter or the state's letter establishing you as a recognized private nonprofit, proof of legal responsibility, invoices, and other critical documents that will help you substantiate your loss and expedite the process. Part of building a successful application package includes providing supporting documentation, such as photos and other graphic materials, to substantiate the damage that your house of worship sustained as a result of the disaster.
Once we completed the application, then we started submitting the individual application for the churches. And then after that, FEMA started doing the visits to qualify the different churches, the inspections. You should have photos of your facilities. One thing that we missed that it was very important is to have photos of the facilities, because once you have the impact of a hurricane, you have to compare. And if you don't have previous photos, it's kind of difficult to assess the damage.
This was just one of the many examples across the nation where a house of worship was able to request public assistance funds and rebuild. In addition to providing funds for structural repairs, PA funding also allows houses of worship to conduct non-critical, essential services, such as senior citizen and community centers, food programs, and educational enrichment activities.
Que ese es el mayor beneficio para mí, cuando llega una ayuda como esta de FEMA y la iglesia puede descansar en que tiene un fondo para por lo menos reparar lo que se dañó, pues entonces uno puede usar más recursos para ayudar a la comunidad. Y así lo hemos hecho, en que pues ahora los recursos, como ya terminamos lo de la reparación de la nave, pues los recursos se usan en la comunidad, torneos de baloncesto para la niñez, un club social que estamos haciendo para la tercera edad.
Houses of worship are an essential component of all communities and are part of FEMA's whole community effort during response and recovery. Helping rebuild these safe havens after a disaster is one of the many ways FEMA continues to help people before, during, and after disasters. For more information on submitting a request for public assistance, applicants should contact their state, tribal, or territory emergency management agency and refer to FEMA's Public Assistance Program and Policy Guide.